What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Some. Hit the keys. Here today to bring you guys a plethora of free plugins. As many of you guys may know, I went out of town last week and went to Vegas. And when I went out of town, everybody and their mama dropped free plugins. So in today's video, I just wanted to round up a bunch of the free plugins that have come out over the past 10 days or so, put them in a video and bring them to you guys. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into these plugins. Some hit the key. All right, guys. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than the normal videos. I'm not going to do a full walkthrough and demonstration on each plugin because obviously we'd be here for an hour. But I am going to let you hear each one of them in action briefly and give you my thoughts on them. So the first free plugin that I have for you guys today, Augmented Strings by Arturia. I'm sure most of you guys have seen the plugin already, but this thing is fire. If there's any free plugin that I would recommend getting right now, it would be this one. This one is basically a string plugin, but what's cool about this string plugin is that it's got effects, it's got delay, reverb, which obviously are effects. It has this morph knob in the middle, which morphs the sound for you. So this is what this string sounds like. All right, so there is a bunch of different presets in here as well. But now if we start adding some of these effects on, we can completely morph this string sound. I mean, so that's super fire. And then you can go to, a bunch of different stuff. So they got keys, they got pads, they got sequence, a few sound effects. But I feel like obviously where it's going to shine is probably going to be these strings. So as you guys can tell, it's pretty fire. And again, it's got a bunch of different sounds in there. I would definitely recommend checking this one out. All right, guys, and the second free plugin that I have for you today is kind of like a twofer. It's by Quiet Music. They recently just dropped a new sound player, so they're going to start putting all their plugins into like a sample library. So as you look at the plugin, it's going to look like this, or you look at the sample library, it's going to look like this, and they're all going to have different skins. This first one is basically a twofer because they've already dropped two free library packs for us. So this first one is like a lo-fi library. If I'm going to be real, I really only mess with one of the sounds and some of the ambience. But this is one of the sounds that you get. So that's pretty fire. And then you can turn on different layers as well, and they sound like this. And so obviously you can turn that up or you can turn it down. And then it's also got over here, it's got some drums. So it's got like a kick, a snare, another kick and a snare, but it sounds like this. And those are gonna sit in different spots on your keys. So they're gonna sit like right here. And then you also get your extra, your background noise and stuff there as well. So then with this sample library pack, they do have a few different noises as well. So I'm not necessarily a big fan of all the extra noises. I do like that first noise though. I do like this fantasy a lot. And then the second library that they dropped is this clear glass library. And basically this one sounds like this. So it sounds pretty cool. There's a few different presets that all sound just a little bit different. So, you can. And then they have some layers down here as well. So that's pretty dope as well. All right, guys, and the third free plugin that I have for you today is by our guy, Ocean Gang or Drown. Ocean dropped another plugin. This one is free. It is basically a chorus effect. It looks like this. So basically, I'm going to put it back on that fantasy sound from the Quiet Music library. And it sounds like this before I put the shine on there. And so now once I turn shine on and I adjust this, all you have to do is just basically, put the mouse on there and drag up or drag down. And once it's fully illuminated like this, that means it is all the way chorused out. So as you can hear, it has a nice little chorus effect. And then let's go ahead and check it out on this glass sound as well. So the glass sound sounded like this. So now let's go ahead and throw that chorus effect on there and see what it sounds like. So it can obviously add some stereo width and a little different sound to whatever it is that you put it on. All right, guys. So the fourth plugin I'm going to bring to you guys today is called Fujaro Flutewin. It is a fire flute plugin, but I'm definitely going to let y'all know that this is a pain in the butt to download. Like, you have to set up an account with the company. You have to download the download player. You have to register it with iLok. Stop making us register free plugins with iLok. It doesn't make any sense. Why are you locking up a free plugin? It's like more work than it should be. But I don't want to harp on that. It does sound pretty nice though. So this is what the plugin sounds like, or what the flute sounds like. So it doesn't sound bad, and it's got a bunch of different articulations that you can mess with. You can mess with, vibrato, no vibrato. Obviously, this is what one single note sounds like. So it's pretty fire, and it is really, really detailed, as you can see, because you have a whole bunch of different controls down here that you can mess with. So it is an absolutely fire flute plugin, but just know if you are going to download it, you are going to definitely jump through a few hoops to get it. And the fifth plugin that I'm going to bring to you guys today is by Heavyosity. It's Foundation Staccato Strings. This is a library for your Kontakt player, but it is good for the free Kontakt 6 player. Basically, this is just some staccato strings, and they sound like this. So they sound pretty fire. This is what they sound like by themselves. So again, just like the review I did a few weeks back on another one of Heavyosity's plugins, you do get a few effects here. So you get some delay, you get some reverb. And those strings sound absolutely wonderful. You also get like an arp and an arpeggiator. So if I turn this on, it's going to sound like this. So that sounds pretty dope, So I would definitely, again, this is another one of those ones I would definitely recommend going to grab. The sixth free plugin that I have for you guys today is called Clean Electric Guitar by Sample Science. As you look at it, it does look like everything else from Sample Science. It comes with two different guitars. So the first guitar basically sounds like this. The second guitar sounds like this. So, you got reverb, you got your cutoff, you got all that good stuff like normal. So for me though, where this guitar actually shines is like, let's say I wanted to use it in a beat, but I wanted to use just the bass notes only. They sound like this. All right, so now let's say I play it with some of the other melodic pieces that I played earlier and some drums. It'll sound like this. So I feel like it works very well that way. You can also add like distortion to it, and then you can make the guitar actually sound better. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna hop over here into the patterns. I'm gonna hop this up just one octave. Now let's go ahead and go back to the mixer. Now, like, let's say I throw GTR Stomp on there. This is what it sounds like before you put GTR Stomp on there. So super basic, but now let's say I throw this on there. So I feel like that makes a world of difference, you know? And you can do that like with the bass or whatever. If you want to make it low notes, you can come over here. You know, obviously there's a ton of different presets, so you can throw whatever it is that you want on there and just get a different sound. So I feel like adding like an amp or something on there makes this plugin sound much better. And the last free plugin that I have for you guys today is called Energy Panner by Sound Particles. This plugin is free on this website right here, Sound on Sound. It is an exclusive offer to this website. It's for a limited time only. I don't have the end date because it doesn't say here. So if you want this plugin, go ahead and grab it. I have done a review on this plugin in the past. Card in the corner. In my personal opinion, I did think it was a super fire panning plugin. With this plugin, you can basically pan in surround sound 5.1, 7.1, and it is binaural. So it is a super fire little plugin. I do like it a lot and I've used it a ton. So that's basically my roundup for you guys today. I know typically I give you guys a little more of a demonstration and an overview, but I figured I'd just give you guys the goods real quick and let you decide if you wanted to go get them. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.